Okay, welcome back to JDS Sport Talks video. Today, it's been a while. There's been a lot and very little's happened at the same time, really, in sport. A lot of little things that aren't really worth talking about. Not many major things. I guess the biggest really is Man City have somehow found their way off the ban from the Champions League. So they're no longer banned next year. I don't know how they've managed to wiggle their way out of that one, but they're allowed to play again. So yeah, don't know how that's happened. There will be a thing in the description. I'll probably talk about a bit more later in this video, but there will be a link in the description to the Sky Sports article on this situation. But first, we're going to talk about the Eagles and our game against Adelaide on the weekend. I would have made one earlier, but I had a big thing on the weekend, which you saw with my channel. I talked about it in my channel update video, and I believe my last sport talks as well. Yeah, so I haven't been able to make videos, but everything I've uploaded has been, well, the last two, yesterday's videos, I guess this morning's really, they were since what happened, but there was nothing interesting really, but everything else was a pre that time recording. I'm going to stop waffling now and get into the story. So basically, well, it was 10-7-67 to 5-4-34, so we were in control of the game. From what I saw of Adelaide, they're not that bad. They lack a bit of polish, and they handball too much. That's really all I can see that's majorly wrong with their team, apart from not having really a proper good full forward. Like their best full forward's like Lynch, or whatever his name is, the redhead guy. And he can kick straight, but apart from that, is nothing special. I guess that's the most important part of a full forward, but you need to get the ball before you can kick straight. If you're not getting the ball, then there's no point being able to kick straight. Yes, I don't get why they're doing so poorly. They did, from what I saw, decently well in the game against us, and I would not, looking at that game, I would not guess that they are like, you can definitely tell that they do have problems because they over handball it. Like when they're right at the very end of the game, seconds before the siren went, I think it was like something stupid like 7 handballs in a row, got tackled in the end, right before the siren. When they had a perfect chance when it found its way to one Crouch brother who handled it between 2 of our guys to another one, and any other team, like including the Eagles, we were just stuck in a little bit to the inside and hit a 45 kick or a long one down the line to the hot spot inside 50. But they, for some reason, handled back into the pack, and then when 3 or 4 handballs around and got tackled. It just didn't make sense, and before they had 2 chances also again to get rid of it after that point before losing the ball. It didn't really make sense, their, I guess, style of play or what they're trying to do. It doesn't seem to make sense. I don't get why they handball so often, what their, I guess, method or theory is behind why it would work. It clearly isn't. Like I don't know if there was a kick there to do for the 45, but if there's not, that's when you launch it down on the hot spot in the forward, which is about 25 out, and you could definitely, maybe not Crouch, probably put him like 40 out from where he was, but he should be able to get to at least 30 out from goal, and the hot spot's about 25 directly in front, so you just pop it up to there, get one of your big guys to go up, take a mark. That's how you play footy. I don't get what this 9 handballs is about. You should never do, normally you should do a max of 3 handballs, extreme situations 4 or 5. Apart from that, you should never do more than 3 handballs really in one situation. I'm talking like in a tight space. You might do 1 over one whole, 6 over like a massive, like a whole attack from one end to the other end of the field. But in one isolated little pack, you should never do more than 3 handballs. Normally, really 2. Get the ball, handball out, kick. That's their main downfall. We played well. I'm not saying taking anything away from us. We played well. I say we still have a bit to improve. We still don't look, I guess, dominant, but we never did even the year we won the Premiership. We still didn't look properly dominant in most of our games. It's just not how we play. We love to start poorly. We did against Adelaide. We'd love to start slow and make life hard for ourselves, but as long as we get the wins, I don't really care. Just keep doing it. Yeah, so as long as the wins keep coming, I'm not going to complain. I just know it's not... It's a bit of a pain in the ass to watch. You can never tell what day is going to be the day you won't catch back up when you fall. Because we often Obviously, this is a poor team, so we didn't fall behind much at the start. But you often fall a long way behind the Eagles at the start of a game and catch up as the game goes on and get in front, just like normally third quarter or something, or maybe second, and then not even pull away, just sit in front and pull away late. Rare that we win by a lot at the moment. I think it's a weird style of play, but it's working, so it's just a pain in the ass to watch, really. I'm not going to complain. It's just very, I guess, stressful to watch. I saw something here today, completely irrelevant to sport. You know Mythbusters? Anyone who knows Mythbusters, you know what I'm talking about. One of the co-hosts, Grant Imahara, is dead. And it does not say why. I'm going to put that in the description because I've talked about it now. So the article I'm looking at now from Variety, which I'm guessing is some sort of news article. What's it called? Website. Or maybe it's a newspaper or something. Not a newspaper, a magazine. Yeah, he's died. He's only 49 years of age as well, and it's not saying, this article does not say what he died from. Just that Discovery announced that he has died. I don't know. I'm in shock, really, of what's happened. I'm going to move on to the next story because it's not relevant to the video, but sad that it's almost like I'm in shock. I don't know what to really say about the fact that he's gone. He's a great guy. I'm just going to move on. Rest in peace to him. What? I just don't know what to say. I'm just gonna move on. So, as I said before, Man City have called their way out somehow of being cut out, or what's it called, banned from the Champions League next year. That initial decision has been overturned, and they are now allowed back in the Champions League in next season, which I think is bullshit. If you make a decision, stick with it. Don't be a little bitch and then reverse. I hope they haven't been paid off to do this. I'm not saying they have. Don't get me wrong there. Don't cut that and act like I have said that. It would be sad to see if they had, because I don't see what Man City could have really said to change it. I can't think of what they could have possibly said to change it, and I've not actually read this article yet. I just saw it literally 10 minutes ago. I've not read the article. So yeah, they've found their way out. They're back in the Champions League, and that means one less team, because I've been saying for a while, Sheffield might get in the Europa League now. I don't think they will, because that's one spot moved up on the table where, so before, because they were out and they were second, third was Champions League and fifth was Champions League, and fifth was Champions League and sixth was Europa League, and now it's back to normal where fourth is Champions League and fifth is Europa League. So yeah, and obviously that goes down a bit more to who's next. So Sheffield coming sixth will not get them Europa League anymore, so they're gonna have to try and fight through it through the playoff thingy they have at the start of next season, or whatever they call it. I've got another thing here that I've had for a while, another article. It's about Koulibaly. Man City to offer 2 players for Koulibaly, so they're offering 2 people. And the other story in this article, it's a 2-story article for some reason, is Liverpool will not pursue Thiago, which I kind of semi-expected but also hoped would happen, because I just don't think he's going to work, and I think that's probably why they haven't pursued him, or maybe the whole story was just bullshit for the articles to go on about, someone just made it up. But yeah, it just didn't make sense, and I'm glad it's not going to go through, because it just simply did not make sense. That's it for today. It's been JDS. As I said, everything I've talked about will be in the description. Might find something about the Eagles game even. Some sort of review or something. I don't know. Probably not. It's been JDS. Thanks, bye. See you next time. See ya.